Well, guys, she's for sale, but she broke down again. Let me explain how. I did my pre-trip. I was gonna take her out for a nice Sunday drive, and this is what happened. Hello guys, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Today, I got some issues. I was gonna take her out for a Sunday drive to church, and she technically didn't break down, but I'm afraid to drive her because it's gonna be bad. The only thing I'm gonna drive her on is a trailer. I will not drive her on anything else because she has to go back to the shop. She drives fine, she's tuned perfectly, but here's the problem here. So guys, I don't know if you remember, but this freeze plug right here has been changed. It is leaking coolant again, and it's slowly creeping out, and it's not gonna stop. It's always gonna keep leaking coolant until basically it runs out to the level. So, gotta find a mechanic now that's able to change the freeze plug. So I don't know if you guys remember, a dumb mobile mechanic came and messed up my whole engine, messed up the firing order, messed up the carburetors just to change this freeze plug. I'm gonna try to take it to the guy that tuned my car, and hopefully he could change the freeze plug if he did not pass away, because he's 75-year-old and unfortunately has lung cancer. So I gotta find someone that's able to change this freeze plug that actually knows what they're doing, because I think I could change it myself, but it's very hard to change it. So I have some extras. I'm going to show you what a freeze plug looks like without it being on the block. Here is one freeze plug right here. That's what it looks like. Usually they just tap in, but on these engines, there's a lip built into the block that you tap it into. So it's very hard to tap out. You have to drill to tap it out, and I'm going to have to find a way to get that changed, because this car ain't gonna go anywhere. It's gonna take a long time for it to come off. So here's what the dumb mechanic did that I gotta tell you guys to understand what's going on. Here's what he did. Oh, here's my original freeze plug right here. In order to take it off, he had to drill it off. Okay, he had to drill it off. He didn't put no lube on it, the sealer, when you put the new one in, which is right here. And he had to come back and drill it out and take it off again. Why? Because it was leaking, because they didn't put any sealer. So when he put a sealer on, hopefully that would stop leaking. Already it's not. It already broke through. So I gotta hire a mechanic that knows what it's doing. So guys, I put her back under the car cover, and now it's time to call around, see who can fix that freeze plug. Well guys, I haven't found a tow truck, but I made the assumption that the leak is so small that I can make it to the shop without a tow truck. So, time to get her to a tow truck and get her fixed. So guys, obviously I'm taking the country roads back to the shop, and so far she's been running good. She's not overheating, which means I'm not losing that much coolant. And the fact that it's running a little bit better, but I'm still gonna get her retuned, because when I run 60 miles an hour, she sputters a little bit and upbills, and I feel like she can deserve some more power, because before the mobile mechanic messed everything up, she was running with a lot more power. Well guys, just dropped her off. Guys, so here's the update on my Volvo PV544. Here's what actually happened to the freeze plug. When I brought it, the mechanic said, you are literally lucky. You could have lost coolant in 5 seconds. How? Because that freeze plug could have popped out. And why? Because that freeze plug was installed upside down. And also, here's what he's going to be doing. So they're going to install a new freeze plug for me. They're going to tune the carburetors again so that I can drive at 70 miles an hour if I wanted to. And if they have time, and hopefully they have time, they're going to install a nice, reliable tachometer for my RPM. Because the one I got in there, when I installed it, it melted. And didn't even work. It was actually working the opposite way. The needle was going backwards instead of forwards, so, or counterclockwise instead of clockwise, so figure that out. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 turn right. This particular package, drive an attempt on the 6 Series.